I'm hyped. I'm hyped even though my energy is low. So yeah, I've been up for fucking hours. It's been a long one. Started my YouTube channel today. Hired a videographer, so that was super cool. We had a big shoot this morning, serving my clients as always. But wanted to hop on real quick and deliver you guys a fire episode. So, with that being said, I'm going to get this rolling in a second. I want to give people a minute to tune in. What's up, TikTok? 15 popping real quick. IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. You know the vibes. All right, so I'm not going to waste anyone's time. Let's get it. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, squad? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about why I became a coach, a little bit of backstory about kind of who I am and why I do this. So to kind of rewind a little bit, my senior year of high school when I was 17, I actually had a kidney stone. I developed a kidney stone at 17, I think for a number of reasons. I had really poor habits when it came to nutrition. I used to drink all kinds of soda and juice and all kinds of stuff, and I was really overweight. You know, like I remember playing baseball in the summer and then coming back home and just having like all kinds of ice cream and cookies. Like obviously that's not really uncommon, but I think sometimes it leads to uncommon habits when it continuously becomes an issue. And then, time goes by really fast, right? And it's very easy to get in a routine and maybe not like that routine. And sometimes you get accustomed to what that is. And then all of a sudden, 3-4 months go by and you fucking hate who you are and you don't like the way that you look. And I understand how difficult that could be because I used to be in that position. And that foundational principle is really why I became a coach, because I saw how difficult that was, not only mentally, but physically as well. With not fitting into my clothes, with really just not being comfortable in my own skin. I could give you 100 scenarios as to kind of how that happened. I mean, it's honestly crazy. Like, it doesn't even feel real at times. But as I sit here and talk about it, it definitely was a reality for me at one point. And, this can be a very common thing. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I'm special. I just thought it was important to maybe understand a little bit about, who I am a little bit more when you come to my page, because maybe you don't know that. So that's what I'm trying to reiterate here, is that for those who don't know me, I grew up in New York. I was a former collegiate athlete. I played baseball throughout my childhood. I played a lot of football and basketball, like typical shit. After high school, I went to community college for a couple of years. Then I transferred to a big university, lower D1 state school in upstate New York. And then from there, after I graduated, I worked a bunch of jobs, specifically construction, that I absolutely fucking hated. And that was brutal. And then once the pandemic hit, that was like a big shift for me, because I had a lot of time to reflect on, who I was, where I was at, and where I wanted to go. And throughout that time period, I was like, I just don't want to live this life. Now, this might be a little bit of a tangent, but hear me out for a second, because I think it's important to understand that, right? Like, I used to hate where I was. Every single aspect of my being, mentally, physically, financially, with my jobs, with my relationships. I was in a few toxic relationships. There's just been so many things that have really, I guess, kept me down in the past. And the biggest unlock that I've had over the last few years is transforming my mindset and my habits. So how do you do that? It's simply by making a choice and then following that consistently. And I have all these sticky notes all over my room. And it's a constant reminder for me to show up on those days I don't feel like it. Like right now, I'm fucking exhausted. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I filmed 6 hours with my YouTube guy, had a full workout, did a cardio session, hopped on a Zoom call, working closely with 30 clients, dealing with all that, posting content, prospecting. Like, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, with running a fitness business, right? And it can be very easy to come here and be like, oh, this guy's doing this, this, and that. And I just want to make this very fucking clear that I'm just an average guy. And I think it's important to really open up about the things that I have struggled with, to maybe inspire other people who may be in that same scenario, which is why I became a coach, which is the title of this podcast. The title of the stream is to explain to you, whoever is listening or watching this, is to understand that there is nothing stopping you other than your own beliefs. and you can change that. And I say this time and time again, but it could be simply ordering a book and then reading that 5-10 minutes a day. Like go on Amazon and order a book, read it for 5-10 minutes a day. You'll change your mindset. Stack the small habits. You build momentum in a certain direction, and you almost create a new identity with yourself, right? And then over time, you could literally change almost every single aspect of your being. But I think there's a lot of people who almost don't feel that they're either worthy or capable of that. And that's the thing, is I'm here to tell you that you are. And you should not listen to anyone that's going to try and tell you otherwise, because you can't. It's all in your mind. It's fucking trippy. I know. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Oh, I got my little brother in here. Michael, what is going on, kid? I miss you. I miss my family. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. I just moved to Florida about a month ago, so it's been quite the transition. And I'm doing all kinds of things to try and get my things taken care of. I'm going to scroll through these comments really quick as I pause the pod, because it only lets me record in 5-minute intervals, so that's why I do that. Your girl would still cheat on you for a famous athlete? Probably. Brooke, appreciate you tuning in. Susan, what's going on? Penny, I grew up on Long Island. Go off, King. I appreciate that. Thank you for filling me in. I got you. Appreciate the follow. Susan, thank you. Cookies and cream. No, that is not my favorite flavor. Mikey, what's up, kid? How you doing, bub? Hello from Jacksonville. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm just reading through these comments really quick, and then I'm going to keep this going. What do you think of loading creatine? It's not really too beneficial. What's up, Michaela? But what other comments do we have? All right, so that's it for TikTok. I like to scroll on TikTok because you guys are savage. So I want to keep this rolling on why I became a coach. So I'm going to get back into this because I need to stay focused here. Okay. Come on. My MacBook sucks sometimes. There it is. Oh, so it was going the whole time. Wow, I'm shocked. All right, so to continue, see, I'm not perfect. To continue what I was saying, why I became a coach, right? I had a kidney stone at 17. I developed a lot of poor habits. And I'll give you another scenario. I think I might have touched on this the other day. But I vividly remember days where, especially in college, like my senior year of college around 2019, I remember vividly days where I would be trying to go out, right? Like it was in New York, like April, May, it's still kind of cold. So I was trying to find things that were kind of like springy, but like, still different types of clothing. And none of the clothes that I had fit at the time. And not a single thing fit. And I was in college, so I was kind of like broke. I didn't really have any money to go buy clothes. So I would literally wear the same outfit to the bar every single weekend. And like in my mind, I was so uncomfortable with how I felt every time I would show up, and I would still do it. And like those feelings, I know what that is. I know I've experienced that. I know what that feels like, and I never want to go back to that. And that's what motivates me every day, is to get up and be that example for other people who may not believe in themselves, who may not see a way out, who may not have the knowledge or the experience on what to do and on how to make a change. Because we can't assume that everyone is tremendously qualified and has every single tool that you need to build your dream body, your dream life. I'm not saying that I do either. I don't have every tool in the toolbox, but I've accumulated a lot of skill sets and a lot of certain, ways of thinking to go about this, where I feel like, for a majority of people, I could certainly have a tremendous impact on their lives. And my phone almost died, so let's keep that going. That's a whole other thing. My phone charger doesn't like to work, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I mean, to stay on task with that, like I know what it feels like not knowing where to start. I know what it feels like to spin your wheels and be at a plateau and not see progress. I know what it feels like to be uncomfortable in your skin. I know what it feels like to just get back into the gym after taking a lot of time off and being really uncomfortable and not being able to do pull-ups and not knowing if your squat form is right. And all this shit, I've been there. This is why I became a coach. Because the only thing separating you from where you are now and where you want to be is consistently taking action outside of your comfort zone. I firmly believe that, like, to my core. The only thing that's separating you, I'm going to say this again, Separating you from where you want to be is consistently taking that action outside of your comfort zone. And we understand that, but at the same time, we're almost reluctant to accept that. We almost resent the work as a whole. Do you resonate with that? Is that something that you could relate with in any way? If so, let me know. You don't have to struggle alone. There's too many resources nowadays to just accept less. And again, I want to continue relaying that message to you guys and just really paint this clear vision that whatever you desire in life is attainable if you are willing to put the work in, sacrifice, and show up consistently. Especially when you don't feel like it. I think that's really a tremendous factor to that. Like right now, I'm exhausted. I'm shot. I'm on a contest prep 7 weeks out, eating 2,000 calories, doing an hour cardio every day, strength training 5 days a week, beating the shit out of my body, still trying to run my business, still trying to show up effectively in all kinds of areas of my life. And I didn't think any of this was possible, like at all. I did not believe in myself whatsoever just a few years ago. How do I come up here with conviction? I've created that belief. How? By keeping the promises that I make to myself. By consistently just trying to be better in some capacity each day. That's all it is. You don't have to settle. You don't have to struggle. It is a choice. You can change. It's belief that is created over time through action that's outside of your comfort zone. I firmly believe that because this is what has worked for myself and majority, I shouldn't say majority, I would say all of the clients that I have worked with. This is what we focus on, is shifting your own self-image and creating some new beliefs and new patterns and new thought habits and really changing your life mentally and physically. And this is what I believe in. And I've seen how much of an impact that's had on me. And I want to continue recreating that for as many people as I can. And that's why I became a coach. That's what motivates me. So let's go. Damn, I hope that was valuable. You're talking so much, but saying nothing. I don't know what that means, and your profile picture's a foot. I don't know why there's so much hate on TikTok, man. Why can't you guys just show a little love? JD, wish you could train with me. I'll shoot you a follow. Maybe we can. I don't know if you're in the area. You guys are just brutal on TikTok sometimes. Your flop era, I don't even know what that means. Definitely feeling your best. I appreciate that. Genesis? Am I saying that right? Yeah, but that's all I had. I just wanted to shed a little light on, why I became a coach and what kind of got me started and what has led me to this point. As always, just trying to spread some good vibes. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, have the best night of your entire lives. Anything you need, always feel free to hit me up and we'll talk soon. All right? Peace and love. Your boy.